In June of 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus believed they had found their dream home. It was a 6-bedroom, century-old house at 657 Boulevard, located in the quiet, upscale town of Westfield, New Jersey. The kind of neighborhood people move to for safety, for stability, for family. They paid $1.3 million for the house. They never spent a single night inside. Just days after closing the deal, before they had even moved in, an envelope appeared in the mailbox. It was addressed simply to the new owner. Inside was a letter signed by someone calling themselves the Watcher. The letter began politely, almost warmly. "Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood." Then the tone changed. The writer claimed that their family had been watching the house for decades, that their grandfather had watched it, their father had watched it, and now it was their turn. They asked unsettling questions. "Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard? Why are you here?" "I will find out." The letter referred to the Broaddus children as young blood. It asked if the family planned to fill the house with the young blood the writer had requested. It claimed to have seen the children, warning that once their names were known, they would be called too. The letter ended with a sentence that felt less like a threat and more like an invitation. "Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Let the party begin." Terrified, the Broadduses contacted the previous owners, John and Andrea Woods. They admitted that shortly before moving out, they had received one odd letter signed The Watcher. But after living in the house for 23 years without incident, they dismissed it as a prank. This time, it wasn't a prank. A second letter arrived weeks later. The Watcher mentioned seeing contractors working on the house, mentioned renovations, mentioned personal belongings being brought inside. "Have they found what is in the walls yet?" the letter asked. "In time they will." The writer focused heavily on the children. They asked whether the young blood would play in the basement or if they were too afraid to go down there alone. The letter warned that if the children screamed, no one upstairs would hear them. It also asked which bedrooms everyone would sleep in. "So I can plan better." A third letter arrived that summer mocking the family for not moving in. "Where have you gone to?" it read. 657 Boulevard is missing you." The Broaddus family never moved in. They stopped bringing their children anywhere near the house. Security cameras were installed. A private investigator was hired. 2 former FBI agents were consulted. Experts analysed the letters and noted the formal old-fashioned language, the double spacing after sentences. One profiler believed the writer might be older. The envelopes were traced to a postal facility in northern New Jersey. There were no fingerprints, no clear suspects, but DNA collected from one envelope suggested something unexpected. The Watcher may have been a woman, and to this day, no one has ever been charged.